Welcome, everybody. This is our April open board meeting, and I'm going to call the meeting to order. I keep getting people who say we don't have to vote it into session, so I'm not going to do that this time. But we do need to vote on last month's meeting minutes. So, do I have a motion to accept the minutes from last meeting?
A motion to accept the minutes.
Okay, Eric, and then anybody second it?
A second.
Okay, Rob seconds. All in favor of accepting last month's meeting minutes? Okay. All right, so moving right along, we're going to have a very short treasurer's report from Eric Robbins, who will tell us how much I did as well.
Yeah, so I apologize to everyone. I just got back from vacation yesterday and I do not have a treasurer's report for this month. What I will say is that festival ticket sales are lagging pretty significantly behind where we were this time last year. So everyone, please buy your tickets, go out and get your friends to buy your tickets, and so we can get in better shape there.
And I will always say, I think the best promotion that we can have is the people who attend, talking it up. So if you know people who are interested, definitely reach out to them and tell them to buy their tickets. And talking about festival, next up is going to be Michael. That's going to update us on the 2025 festival.
All right, good evening, everybody. I want to start by apologizing for whatever glare is coming from the top of my dome. A good friend suggested that maybe my baseball caps were obstructing my baby blues, although they are brown. But I've decided to take his advice and let you see me. Let's see, our first performer announcement was released on April 9th. It included 17 acts and was met with generally positive reviews and received some good press, including a piece by Dan DeLuca in the Inquirer. Mixtape Media and Festival Marketing are coordinating on the schedule of continued rolling announcements throughout the spring and early summer based on impact and contractual obligations. We're also planning marketing and advertising across media, radio, print, internet, social media buys, which we'll be targeting as we move closer to the festival. Volunteer tickets went live April 15th and will be available for $99 for the next 3 months before increasing to $119 on June 15th. So please, everybody, get them now. I am working with Upper Salford Township on the Memorandum of Understanding for 2025. I have requested no revisions to the 24 agreement, but have reserved the right to analyze and object to any changes requested by the township. I don't have anything of substance on my radar, and I don't believe that there will be any changes. If there are, we'll take a look at them, but I think we should be able to execute this much sooner than the day before the festival, which is what happened last year. Operationally, purchasing has put together most quotes and estimates for everything we need on the farm. There haven't been too many surprises, and most goods and services have not risen too much in cost, except in some of the areas that you'd expect in the current financial climate. We will face increases in costs for some infrastructure and production needs and likely additional security as well. We're doing our best to limit those. I made my first trip out to the site a little over a week ago to meet with purchasing and grounds and Walters, who was the supplier of our toilets and showers and in charge of servicing them as well. We walked the site and made some revisions based on our current needs and our experience from last year. they've got a fantastic crew, super easy to work with, receptive to our needs, and I think Walters truly enjoys being at this festival, which is always nice from a vendor point of view. Let's see, we've issued contracts for the ground resident and are locking that in with Thea Schulzen to return currently. We've received the contract for our main performer hotel, and Cheryl Dagerberg is continuing to keep doors open with other hotels nearby for any auxiliary needs. Brian Kraft is working on paid security, ambulance, and medical needs, and working with those vendors to secure contracts. And lastly, on the operations front, we've agreed to a deal for the radios and licenses for the crews to use while we're on site. It is not going to be free anymore, but it is still a great deal for the work, the tech, and the equipment, everything, especially the licenses that come along with it. And we're going to look in to see if we can trade a little bit of program book advertising to offset some of the new cost. As far as booking and programming goes, the core of a show that I think is really going to be pretty special, a campers only concert on Thursday night is in place, and we're adding a few special guests to throw into the mix for that. I've begun to reach out to our MAC artists for a Friday afternoon showcase and some side stage opportunities over the weekend. I do have a few avails left in Dulcimer Grove. I expect to be securing those by the end of this month. And depending on where we stand then, I may still pursue some special presentations for the culture tent. I have started the work on programming the side stages and workshops into a grid. It's a puzzle, and it will shift and change over the next couple of months, but we're very much ahead of the game from where we were in 24, and it's looking like a great weekend of music. So once again, I know a lot of people might stress this on this meeting, but please buy your tickets now and come on out, volunteer, and help us put this whole thing together. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Michael. I know everybody's looking forward to it, and we appreciate the job that you and your management team are doing. Next up, we're going to do the development report from Rob. Rob, you're up.
Thanks, Eric. So we are now pivoting away from the March Gene Shea Founders Award event, and we are working now on a couple of other things. We have sponsorships we're submitting. We have a prospect list of about 60 or 70 at this point. We've submitted about a quarter of them so far, and we are getting help from a number of people. Of course, Joe Henderson, who is also identifying some new prospects for us, and Jeanette Perlswig, who has helped me in actually submitting some of them. So we have a long way to go there, but we're chugging along every day. We still are asking everyone, if you know anyone who works at a large corporation, we're not going to ask them for money, but it will increase our chances exponentially if we could have a name of somebody that works at a company that we apply to be able to tell them that they're aware of our submission. That immediately puts it in a different category. So please put on your thinking caps. If you have relatives, friends, neighbors, even a teller at a bank, anybody, you'd be surprised how helpful this could be. But we're not putting all our eggs in the sponsorship basket. Before we leave sponsorships, though, I do want to say that 3 of our 4 sponsors of last year are coming back. We have, of course, CF Martin. We now can confirm that we also have the Valley Forge Tourist and Convention Center, as of today, are coming back again. And our wonderful friend Joe Horgan with the Horgan Brothers is coming back. So we just need to make up that Louisiana sponsorship, which we cannot get this year. Their funding is not the same. So one of the ways we're making up besides applying for more sponsors is we're going to do some grants. I want to thank Annie as always. She is always helping vet some of our grants. She's found some of the ones that won't work. I don't know if Annie knows this. We actually found one that will work, and I'm busy writing it right now. I want to thank Rob Amsterdam for pointing it out. And that is the DCEAD grant. And we're going to continue to look at a few more grants. Annie will help me kind of vet them. But we're busy at work with that grant, and I'm going to be sharing with the rest of the board shortly to get their input. Valley Forge Convention has agreed to give us a letter of recommendation. We feel like we may have a shot at that one. So besides sponsorships and grants, of course, we're going to, again, do one more big fundraiser involving everybody. It's going to be that fun Fest Friendathon in June. So I know Erin Gorse is going to be very important in putting that together. And we're going to get great input from our RD committee. And we've already got input that we need to add an additional porta potty this year. So we'll be talking about that next month. So for now, that's it. Just keep in mind, you can always do ads if you know small businesses or you want to put an ad in. But we're looking at sponsorships in particular now for the big companies because that window is closing in the next month or so.
Rob, I just wanted to add that this year we're adding targeting record labels for
Yes.
sponsorship too. So that's new for us in 2025.
Absolutely. I'm going to be in touch again with Appleseed Records. I know that Carl Apter has been very generous with Slice Bread as our former partner of Gene Shea. So we have a list now of many more though, and we probably could use additional support. I know that I want to thank Amy Duckett Wagner, but we could probably use even an additional person to help us get some of the contact information. So if somebody wants to email me for that, we can always use a little bit more help there, just identifying the contacts. Annie?
Rob,
Yeah.
last year there was a request to the MAC members to do an ad in the program.
Correct. We are going to make that request a little bit around the same time as last year. We're going to do it most likely in May at the May meeting, or even because that's something that we want to make sure we have all our ducks in a row as far as when we begin getting large volume of ads. We want to make sure our Google folders are all set up and everything for that. But we will again ask Mac to be involved in that, and I do want to thank Mac again for their involvement in the Gene Shea event, and they've also been asked to kind of pitch in with outreach. I know Kate will talk about that. So our Mac people are very active, and we will certainly count on them to put in some of the smaller ads.
Thanks, Rob. And then Rob, write a note down after the meeting. I want to talk to you about record labels.
Okay, great.
Yeah, one in particular. All right, and I know Aaron's name was mentioned, but our membership report is up next. So Aaron, if you want to update us on that. I don't know if Andrew's around. So if we want to kind of move up the CRM website discussion, we can kind of include that because I know that you're sort of doing that too.
Yeah, hi. So our membership report this month is we are at 874, which is a bit lower, but I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it's actually a data cleanup situation as we clean up the data to get it ready for the new CRM. The dip is because there are some people that were still being counted that had their membership expired. So, hopefully as we move forward, we'll get those people back. But we did have about the same number of people who renewed and signed up new this time as expired over the past month. So that's good. We've got people renewing, I guess, to get their fest tickets. And the CRM is still in progress, taking longer than anticipated. We were hoping by this meeting it would be launched, but the hope is that by the middle of next month it'll be ready and accepting submissions, and so by this meeting next month it should be all up and running and ready for your feedback.
I should take myself off. Aaron, thank you very much for that. Okay. next up, we want to go, we're going to talk about Mac.
Okay,
And,
first of all, some sad news. Maura's father passed away, Maura Levine. We want to send our condolences to her. She's been caring for her parents and particularly her father. So we're all thinking of her in our hearts. I don't believe she's at this meeting. So Jefferson, Barry, if he would like to kind of give us an update, that'd be great.
All right.
and you're up.
Yes. We feel bad for Maura. I mean, she's been really an amazing daughter for, quite some time for her father. So that passing is pretty significant. We had a phenomenal show um last night at the Keswick Theater. Irene Lambro and and her husband Troy Schomeyer and David Fox put on like a heck of a thing. A really very impressive show, really showing the breadth of the kind of folk music that Mac is embracing. And it was great seeing Joe, Kate, and Rob there last night. It was these are shows that we do on the third Tuesday every month at the Keswick, and they're free. I mean, you want to come see the best of local music, we're dealing it out there. The things we've got coming up, we have this Saturday, Kicking Down Doors and Swing That Cat for the first Mac show in our relationship with Steel City. Steel City in Phoenixville is a premium venue picking up acts that are on tour, and Kicking Down Doors and Swing That Cat are two of our best bands. If you've not seen either of them, two female, powerful female vocalists fronting those two bands, and it should be great. Kate Gaffney will be emceeing that show. We've got First Friday at Melalani on May 2nd with Ben Chandler. Looking forward to that. Rusty and Jan will be emceeing that show as they always do. Uh, the Falser Club, telling you folks, if you've not been to the Falser Club, is really, I mean, as good a listening room as any place. And the singer-songwriter in the round on May 8th. That's the second Thursday of the month. Feature Ami Yaris, Stephen Joseph, and Emmett Drewing. Emmett Drewing is, I mean, all three of them are just remarkable songwriters. And you'll see a lot of your friends there. Third Thursday, we have at Naked Brew up in Bristol, a really fun place. John Colgan Davis and Johnny Never will be playing a couple sets there. And then we have the May 17th show at the Mount Airy Arts Garage. Kate Mills, Christine Winchester, and Michelle Miller, a female singer-songwriter in the round type of event. And pretty good time. And we hit Memorial Day, and things go along. One of the things people should put in their calendars is the for Mac. Two of our Mac artists have been chosen to play the Philadelphia Folk Festival so far. And on August 2nd, a pre-fest show at the Ardmore with Mac members Larry Ahern and Max Davey will be a part of that pre-fest show, and we're very excited for them. Membership continues to be pretty solid. People are coming out and supporting the points that we keep track of for people to support this true co-op that that is like truthfully everybody's in service to one another, and a lot of really good ideas are happening. I've been working with Kate on taking, because people come, all the venues in town kind of want to work with us. We got enough venues. And so a lot of the venues that are talking to me now are talking to Kate too, as we develop resources to put on shows. So that's what's happening with the Musical Artists Cooperative.
All right, thank you, Jefferson. Appreciate that. All right. So next up, Kate, we have community outreach and partnership report.
Hello. Yeah, so thanks, Jefferson. It is true, like there's a lot going on. A lot of people are excited about the Philadelphia Folk Song Society. So let me just start with outreach. And outreach, marketing, communications, all kind of involved, and membership as well. It's all connected. But number one thing, it's exciting. Doug Hirth, I don't know if he's on the call, but he's been helping to consolidate all those emails of people who've volunteered in the past to do outreach tables and are willing to do that now. And if anybody is not on that email list, please do send me or Doug your information. We definitely need volunteers to man the PFS outreach tables at certain venues like Arbor Music Hall. We have an outreach table, 118 North, Keswick often, and these are like you'll get a ticket to the show and you just sit there and answer questions about the festival. Right now, I have some. I'm gonna put it in the chat like a file. There's some posters that you can like print at home if you're willing, like on regular paper or whatever you like, as long as it's not super bright and shiny. We're going for the vintage vibes. So if you can print it on like pastel paper or white paper, but that's what we're doing right now. We still have to talk about a print budget for the festival and stuff. So these are all festival flyers. If anybody wants them, if you want to just get it out into your community, that would be super helpful. Just spread the word wherever you possibly can. Want to make it cost effective for anybody who is willing to print those at home. So that would be great. Let me know if you don't have access to them in the chat, and I can always email them to you as well. So that's for like.
Kate, chat is currently turned off, so we'll repost those at the end of the meeting.
Oh, can you turn it on for me? Do you mind? I want to put my information in there too, just while I'm.
I'd like to do that at the end of the meeting.
Okay, well, kind of will get lost. All right. Okay, well, anyway, you guys, my email is kgaffney@pfs.org if you want to reach me. And I also want to put my phone number out there because email, we get flooded. Like there's so much. I'm excited that I'm on the board and we're doing all this stuff and it's fun, but I get inundated with emails. So if anybody just wants to text me, please do. It's the easiest way to reach me. And I apologize to anybody who's reached out and I haven't been able to get back to yet. I do care. So anyway, as our partner shows, just keep an eye out. We send that stuff out in the emails. I feel like a lot of people don't either open their emails or they don't know to do that. We have like free tickets to most of these shows that we're doing at the Rising Sun Present shows, the Keswick shows, Sellersville Theater. And sometimes I can't even like give away the free tickets. We don't always have enough lead time, but so if anybody's interested in free tickets to any of these shows, please let me know. You're going to be the winner from what I can tell, because a lot of people don't even enter the contest. Joe Henderson, he was the winner for a couple shows.
I was a winner.
I'm the winner for Thursday's show. I'm going to go to Sellersville Theater to see the, I forget their name, but I'm going to see them. Anyway, there's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm not putting it up right now because I've been working on other things, but Harry Chapin Family Band is playing at the Keswick on May 17th. That's a big folk excitement show, and they're really excited that the Folk Song Society is helping to promote that. So that's at the Keswick. We will get, I don't know what the discount is, but you'll get a member discount for those tickets and also a chance to win tickets. So that's Saturday, May 17th at the Sellersville Theater. And there's another, like Jefferson had mentioned, the Mac artist, the Edge Hill Rounders. I reconnected with Denny Horn from Circle D Productions. He does music down at the Rotunda, and he's doing a show with one of our artists on May 22nd. So we get a discount on that as well. So I'm going to put out, today we just had a meeting about finding a way to get the calendar up onto our website. So we're slowly getting that initiative into the works. It's just going to take a little time, but we're hoping that you'll get the email, you'll get a blast on your social media, and then you'll just go straight to pfs.org and you'll be able to see all of the exciting partner events. So just give us a little time and patience because we're working on that. And in the meantime, just keep an eye out for your email. And I think the CRM, when our CRM is up and running, we'll be able to put all these member discounts, like exclusive member stuff, right into your member portal. So that will also alleviate the need to check your email for all these offers. So again, everything's just kind of still in the works, but we're slowly getting to a place of awesomeness, I do believe. I also want to ask if anybody has any, volunteers. Like there's a couple of young people who are stepping in to help with anything really at this point on the society side of things. Like Cheryl has been amazing. She's my like tag team go-to gal with outreach marketing stuff, and we're kind of the de facto marketing team. And we're open to anybody who wants to help. Like there's a couple of young folks have stepped in to help with some social media captions. Um, so anybody who has kids that are just like wanting to get involved, like please, anybody can help, but like especially like younger folks who don't
Hey,
really
could
know.
I use that to segue?
Yeah,
Announce we're having a
yeah.
kickoff meeting Monday, May 19th at 7 p.m. for an hour. It's going to be a brainstorming session. This is a long-term goal, a 3 to 5 year plan we're putting together to bring in younger audience members and fold them into our outreach and really drop the demographic age of our entire festival family. So, this will be more young people at our MAC events and more young people at our fest and more young people at everything else we go to. So, again, it's just a brainstorming session, no real agenda here. I just want to see who gets in the room with us at the Zoom call, and here's some great ideas, and we'll figure out which way to run with that.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, that was on my list, so I appreciate you doing that. I'm gonna put that into that chat too, but you can't make it open just the host six. Is that not a possibility? The chat to the hosts only? I mean, it's really, I would rather put this stuff into the chat as we go.
I turn it on at the end and all the stuff gets posted then.
Okay,
Kate, we can all see the chat from the hosts.
you can? Oh, great, thank you. Oh, wonderful. So what I'm putting in is actually, okay.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah,
Oh,
post it now.
good to know. Who said that? Oh, are you a host who said that?
That
And,
was 6, probably.
Yeah, I
um,
think it's somebody else.
I'm just putting the young person's brainstorm.
It was Julie. Hi, Kate. Yeah, we can all see it.
Oh, thank you so much, Julie. Awesome. All right, so I just put in the May 19th brainstorm session. Reach out to me or Joe if you want to be a part of that. Yeah, it's just like brainstorm time. It's really exciting. I'm excited for the festival this year. We're ramping up and just getting people excited about it. And also, I'm just excited about doing like spreading the word about great music that's happening in the community. Like Rising Sun has an amazing Bryn Mawr Twilight concert series coming up this summer. You look at all those. We get discount tickets, 10% off discount tickets for all of those shows. So be sure to check out that. And the concert Under the Stars is an amazing lineup. I mean, it's just all amazing music happening that's leading up to the festival. And so if everybody's excited about music that's happening in the area, and then the festival comes on, like it's just all rolls into one big happy music family, I'd like to think. So that's kind of my goal for the outreach stuff and the partnership stuff. I don't have many details for you today, but keep an eye out for your email blast. I also want to see if anybody's willing on the Facebook side of things, like coordinating like Facebook posts. Like if we're posting something to the society page and somebody wants to take on the spreading the word to the other pages, that would be great. Like I just don't know who's doing what, and I don't really keep an eye on the Facebook page too much. So if anybody wants to volunteer or just reach out to me about helping with social media in general, and the best way to strategize, aside from just posting from like the society or the festival pages, like I feel like we can really reach out via that. And I know a lot of our audience is on Facebook, so and I'm trying to work the Instagram page a little bit more. And so, yeah, I'm really looking for any help in that arena. So please do not hesitate to ask. We'll just give you small tasks. You don't have to take on the world. That's our job. So anyway, I think that's it. I mean, if there's any questions, really, please just text me. Like, give me a call because the email gets a little bit overloaded. But any way you can help, we are happy to have you. And we're just so grateful and stoked that you guys are here. So thank you.
Thanks,
miss-
Kate.
Next time.
Yep. Thanks, Kate. And I would just say, I mean, look out for Kate's emails. Some of the one event that I was able to get away from tax season was there was a preview of the film, which was the Ballad of
Wallace Island.
Wallace Island, which was really good. I kind of recommend that one. But even if you don't know, what the event actually is, you'll have a fun time. It's usually like quality, good stuff. So look out for Kate's emails, especially, and if you get free tickets, then it's even.
Oh, thanks, Eric. I just want to jump on that real quick. I ended up going to that Bright Star show that we were promoting for the past couple of months in Wilmington. It was amazing. Like I went on closing night, and had I gone sooner, I would have told all of you guys, you cannot miss this. But it was wonderful. And we're gonna do another show with them. Not as folky, but they're doing a Jimmy Buffett musical. So he's a great songwriter. So I figured that would be something we can offer to our members as well. So keep an eye out for that. It's in July, I think. So.
Okay, I don't know if Andrew is on the call, if he wants to update about the website at all, or if he is not here, then we won't do that. And if he's not, then we're going to open up for questions and answers from the members. So I know a lot of people there's a couple events that are going on today. So our attendance is kind of light today, which is fine because that means people are out having fun too. And they're just going to watch this on YouTube. But any questions anybody has? No? Wow. All
Nobody
right.
raised their hand.
Okay.
Does anyone want free tickets to go see? They're called, why am I blanking on the name? But it's on Thursday at the Sellersville Theater. I have 2 free tickets, and it is called something Leaves, but I'll be there. So just show up and text me and I'll get you your ticket. So
Okay.
Eric,
Thursday.
Eric, may I
Which,
bring up Iron Mountain for just a moment?
yeah, let me, there's one question I'm going to answer. So somebody talked about the promo code not working for the volunteer tickets. So the promo code only applies to the regular admission tickets, not to add-ons or the volunteer tickets. So the volunteer tickets are already kind of discounted, so you don't get an additional discount there. But so Joe, if you want to update us on Iron Mountain and that fun
Yeah,
time.
sure. So Iron Mountain, we have 225 boxes stored at Iron Mountain since 2016. We're paying about $450 a month for storage. We have been trying for 3 years to get 17 boxes out of storage that have videotapes, VCR tapes, cassette tapes, so that Trish can transmogrify them into something usable. And they keep moving the goalposts on us. And as of this morning, we thought we nailed it. And then they said, oh, by the way, you still owe an invoice from December 2023 of $250. So Eric and I went back, Eric Robinson and I went back and forth on that one. And I think Iron Mountain now understands that I'm really angry with them. And they basically are in the job of holding our boxes, but not giving us our boxes. So if they give us our boxes, their rent goes down. So, I think Eric and I have found a path through that. I'm waiting for a response from Iron Mountain tomorrow. It's going to approximately cost us for those 17 boxes $539 and maybe $100 shipping charge to ship it to Trisha's house in New Jersey. But Eric and I have talked about that. And I think I have the approval for that expenditure. So
I think it
that's
costs more to get the boxes than it does for them to store the boxes.
really shocked. Shocked I am.
It
That's the end of my
absolutely
report.
does. It costs a lot more for them to release the boxes, and this was never really considered back when the material was put in there in the beginning. It looked like a nice, safe place to put it, and nobody inquired at the time, like, is it going to cost a
Yeah.
lot of money to get each box out? And it's essentially a ransom. It's like $77 per box, more or less. And so as we get through this, as Joe figures out which boxes to pull, and then we get kind of a system in place. We'll keep pulling more boxes after we get out the ones that have actually recorded archival material so that we can get it out and digitize it. The next step would be to pull out things that look like it would be full of papers and probably things that could just go in the trash. And at that point, we're going to need people to help us sort through and figure out what's important to save and what can we pitch because we have 2 or 3 copies of it already and it's not really useful. So eventually we'll start pulling the boxes out, but it's not going to be cheap. And Iron Mountain, as Joe has discovered, is almost impossible to work with. They're unfailingly polite, but they are never-endingly complicated. So, so good job, Joe. I've been following along all of the steps, and it's similar to the steps that I went through in the last couple of years, and Joe's doing a great job. So thanks, Joe.
Just the one last point, to remove all 225 boxes would cost us approximately $7,400, I think, as of a year ago. So that's not in our budget. It's not in our plan. Our plan is to get the 17 boxes out for $500 and change.
And we don't necessarily have a safe place to store all the boxes.
Well, we have Trisha's house. End of report. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to thank you, Joe, for that update. I'm going to call on the other Joe who has his hand up, or
It's actually Julie. I'm sorry.
Or is it? I'm
I'm,
going to call on Julie then.
I'm hiding behind Joe's name. Is it possible? I don't want to put work on somebody else's plate, but just to get an email out the day of board meetings to remind everybody with the link, because I think that's why we have such low attendance tonight. I forgot about it and went searching for the link. Even if it's just scheduled to close out every month.
Yeah, we did. We brought that up pre-meeting, and that's something that we'll try to put on the list to do. I also know there's a couple of people who normally are here who aren't because of various events that are occurring
That's
today.
fair. Awesome. Great. Thank you.
Good idea, though. I think we could schedule it so it goes out exactly monthly. Because if it's the 4th Tuesday, we could schedule for the 4th Tuesday.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a great idea.
And it's always the same Zoom link, and I know that it's on I think I went to the webpage because I was like, I always have to look up what the link is, so I went to
Shout out to Steve Rom, who posted it on the Facebook page today to remind everyone. That's what I looked for.
Yeah, exactly.
I posted it on the official website today also.
Yeah. So Jefferson, you have
Yes, I apologize. I need to amend our MAC report. June 29th, Sunday afternoon, we're producing Philly Mac Fest. We've moved the location to the Swarthmore Amphitheater. These are all the bands that Mac had on the Philadelphia Folk Festival stage last year. And we've got tickets up for sale on the Philly Folk Song Society website under the Musical Artist Co-op pull down. And check it out. I mean, it's going to be a great day. We've got family acts starting the day at noon. And then our headliners, the people that were chosen for last year's fest. We're all looking forward to getting together again because that was a great day. And looking forward to seeing you all out there Sunday afternoon, June 29th.
Yeah, thank you, Jefferson.
You changed that date changed recently. Is that true, Jefferson?
No, the date's been.
I'm sorry. Was it at Fort Washington originally?
It was in the Fort Washington State Park, and the state park people said, "Yeah, do whatever you want." And then I talked to the park rangers, and they said, "Oh, Philadelphia Folk Festival, huh? No, you can't do anything." It's
You should have called me, Jefferson. I would go talk to them.
You would not have been any better with this redneck ranger.
Well, I actually know somebody who works for the Historical Society of Fort Washington. Anyway, so we can talk about it for future.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a great location, but we weren't going to get cooperation. And really, the location we have is Swarthmore. This is in conjunction with the relationship we have with the Warehouse 3. They're going to be a street closure with food trucks, and it should be a great day.
Great. Thanks, Jefferson. All right. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to call to adjourn the meeting. Anybody want to make the motion to adjourn?
I make the motion.
Okay, Joe. Anybody second?
Second.
Kate seconds. All in favor? Anybody opposed? Nope. All right.